Welcome to 2020 Tasty Treats with GourmetQuilter. We're doing a series of things in 2020 that includes a whole lot of applique series this time. At the moment we're doing a series on in the kitchen type applique. As you can see, these are things you might find in the kitchen. There's a picture up here of all the ones that we're doing. There's 20 altogether. We are up to applique number 10 in the kitchen. And so this time we're just doing a little bowl. We're doing the applique that I'm doing is fused raw edge applique. I'm doing free motion sewing. I've already cut all my shapes out with a fusible web on the back of them, and I'm just positioning them here onto the background. We're doing things that are all different sizes so that sometimes they could all go into one quilt, but sometimes they could go into different projects. You could make recipe book covers. Oh, I'm sure there's lots of things. So I'm just positioning that inside of the bowl. So these little points up the sides here need to match. And they will very shortly. That's better. And then I've already positioned on here, there's a darker coloured stripe on the bowl, and then there's some wonderful bright coloured dots for decoration on this stripe. Oh, it's a fun bowl. I think I'd like to eat out of this bowl. So that's just a matter of making sure they're fairly evenly spaced, and they're looking pretty good, I think. It's probably hand painted, so sometimes when things are hand painted they're not as absolutely accurate as they might be. There's also a little line here that just indicates, so I'm just going to pencil that in, indicates the bottom of the bowl and then the little bit that the bowl stands on. But I'm pretty happy with that. I'm just going to iron that all in place. And because I'm free motion stitching, I'm going to pop it on a stabiliser. I'm using a lightweight cotton batting as my stabiliser. Not fusible, but sits there nicely. And so now I'm ready to go to the sewing machine. I've got a free motion foot on. I've got a grey, darkish grey thread in there. I've dropped my feed teeth out the way. So I will need to go along and do all these circles, but because they're quite large compared to the darker blue strip that they're on, I'm thinking that I can probably come along that and do the circles as I go. So that's what I'm going to do, because I like not to stop and start too often if I can help it. I just start there, and then I can just skip onto that circle. And then back onto the blue. So I'll just continue on doing this little row, and then I can move on to going all the way around the bowl. Well, I have to come back the other side of the dark blue stripe, of course, as well. It's kind of fun once you get going on this free motion. It's a little bit addictive. It's kind of nice to do. So I'd come up here, and I can come all the way back along that blue stripe. And then we've pretty much done the fiddly stuff. I like to get the fiddly bits out of the way first if I can. And now I'm ready to just continue on, so I can just keep coming up here, and it's pretty straightforward from here on in, so I might just keep going, and I will see you when I get to the other end. Now this last side I've been all the way around. I'm just going to go over that blue bit again because I need to get up to the top edge of that bowl. And here I am. Couple of stitches to lock it off, and we have a bowl. Who knew that making kitchen things was so much fun? Just going to press it, and I'm just going to pin this up with our other shapes up here. We're getting a whole kitchen collection together here. How delicious is that? So that was in the kitchen applique number 10. I will see you again for applique number 11.